Actually, I got some work done too. There we go. There we go. Let's see, give me a second here, guys. You guys hear me, first of all? You guys hear me? You guys hear me? Yes, no, yes, no, yes. There you go. There you go. Probably hear me better this way. Yeah, well, I didn't see the shooting South Central. Sheriff's killed somebody. I think they just killed somebody right here down the street from my house, actually. Um, yeah, I hear they're right in Minneapolis or some kind of police station. They're sitting over here off of I think the 101 freeway right now. They're blocking it off. Got a bunch of people out there. It's it's going down over that Minneapolis killing of that black guy. Yeah, there's protests on the 101. The only thing that trips me out are all the protests on the 101. Homie, majority of those guys are raza, man. Majority of the protesters out there are straight raza out there, and I get it. I'm all for it. And not for blocking the freeway, because you know what? Most people are trying to get home from work, so I don't like that kind of protest. But yeah, that's exactly what I was getting at for that. I wish we could get together like that. But that's the thing. That is us. That's us out there, man. That is our people out there protesting for a gentleman way out of Minneapolis, brother. But when you got somebody out here in LA that happens to, we're nowhere to be found. And that's the crazy part. Why? Because you got guys on bigger platforms that are sitting here and tell those guys to do that. And what do? They go out there and straight do it, brother. They go out there and protest, hit those freeways. Look at the news, man. The news right now, it's mostly raza on that 101 blocking that freeway for a crime that happened way out in Minnesota, man. That I believe the cop will get prosecuted for, should get prosecuted for, and should go down for minimum manslaughter or murder. The other three officers, they should all be fired as they did already. And I would even think some of the other officers that were just out there looking at it, that should be the kind of trend that should be happening, where these cops are getting fired, these cops are getting charged. But when it comes to real crime, not when some shit that somebody's actually resisting. This guy wasn't resisting, man. This guy just got straight choked out and killed, brother. Let's see what we got. Let me try to get this thing closer here. I'm on my iPad. I'm still having problems with the computer. I finally actually did get a computer. So you guys need to kick in, help out with the funds, brother, with the membership, man. I was having issues with this computer. I was supposed to be doing we're supposed to do a live this Friday with Sonny and Boo Boo, but I'm gonna have to cancel it because this computer just can't handle it, man. It's done, brother. So I got the new one. It should be coming in on Wednesday, and then we'll do it. Yeah, Chili Willie, you gotta kick in, homie. You guys gotta, you wanna support the movement. This is how you do it. You become members of the channel. You spread the word, brother. That's what kicking in also means, carnal. What do you feel about them homies who got pulled over by that cop who tried to open that door? That was wrong, brother. I don't know exactly what happened that led up to that cop, but for any of you guys who haven't seen it, it was like two Latinos. They're in their car. The cop's pulling up on them. They say they're out there to buy some certain parts. I think it was the sheriff. The sheriff tries to open the door. The young Latino gets on the phone, he's calling for a supervisor. He says he doesn't trust his cop that's over here. At the end, that cop just opens the door open and just starts getting aggressive with this one. Just starts giving him elbows, man. Starts cracking him. The young guy wasn't fighting back. The cop pretty much socked him up, and we'll see what happens, brother. But yeah, there's a lot of police brutality. But if you're brown, it's all right. If you're brown, not much happens, brother. You're not gonna see it on CNN. You're not gonna see it on MSNBC. You're not gonna even see it on your local news, man. It just doesn't make the radar for whatever reason. Maybe I was gonna say maybe we don't make noise, but look who's on that 101 freeway right now, man. If you guys later on today, even now, if you could turn on your TV, brother, you're gonna see it. It's a bunch of raza out there protesting, homie. So they do protest, but they just don't protest for us. Why? I don't know. I think you got I think if you're not a rapper, if you don't have any kind of clout like that, if you're not an actor and you try to say, hey, do something, nobody wants to listen. The only time they want to listen is when you have these young rappers, black guys, telling them, hey, dude, this is wrong, let's protest. But those are the same guys that don't show up for our stuff, homie. It's a damn shame. What's up, man? How you doing, man? Heats, Violent Boys, what's going on, carnal? How you doing in the BBS? The sword of the Honda. It's the homie's fault too for pushing the cop. Espanol, New Mexico. What's going on, fellas? Out here just tripping on the news to see what's going on, man. Okay, 100. So, bro, a little off topic. What's the difference between real versus fake and toxic friends? That's actually not a hard question, man. A real friend, let's say on a Thursday, you gotta go to work tomorrow, right? You're partying, you're having a couple beers. Let's say you guys drank a 12 pack if you drink, right? If you don't, no problem. Let's say you guys drank a 12 pack. At the end of that 12 pack, and both of you guys got to go to work, a real friend, a real camarada is going to be like, all right, fool, that's it, we're done. You got to kick rocks. Or if he's at your house, he's going to tell you, I'm gone. He's going to go home. You guys are going to go to sleep. Maybe wake up with not even a hangover, but you'll feel something, and you keep it pushing. A fake friend is going to tell you, hey, fool, let's go get another 12. F work, let's go out, let's party, let's do this. That's a fake friend. That's just a homie, man. It's the difference between a homie and a friend. So, I mean, it's pretty much you know who's toxic. And all of us know which friends are toxic, and they're not really friends. They're just homies, man. They're just camaradas. They're just acquaintances. Those are not friends. Friends, even me, I'm 45. I might have 5 friends, maybe. That's including my wife, man. 5 friends, maybe, brother. You're not gonna find many friends in life. You're gonna find a bunch of homies. You're gonna find a bunch of acquaintances, but don't get them confused with friends, homies. It's much different, carnal. Born Supreme, we got dozens of autos in attendance and less than 10 likes so far. There you go, homie. Break yourselves, carnal. That's how you pay, homie. That's how you kick in. You guys, when you watch these videos, man, hit that thumbs up, man. If you ain't subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel, brother. Leave a comment, the whole shebang, all that stick. It's true. It helps the channel grow, carnal. That's right, Violent Boy chillin'. Southsider, how's it going? Sí, ¿cómo estás? Arizona's in the house. Man, we got a lot of people in here. All right. Here doing music, huh? That's right, brother. Do your thing, homie. Where is the protest for Robert Abitia killed by the cops yesterday? You know what? I'm not even sure I've seen that one yet, bro. What city was that one in? I haven't even heard of it. That's the sad part, brother. It happens all the time. There's no protest. There's nobody getting upset. And when we do get upset, they tell you, shh, stop crying. How about that douche? How about that dude shot in your water that had a sword? I think that was a little while back, no? United we stand. What's going on, Richard? How are you doing out there in Chicago, carnal? Mr. Chispas, how you been, brother? I don't know about the guy who got shot with the sword. I mean, I'm sorry, Henry. I'm not really sure who you're talking about, carnal. Seems like you're stuck in the sword guy, brother. I wouldn't think out here in California, carnal. Maybe in Texas. I said acquaintances just that. Hold on. I got all my own friends. I can count one in hand. Yeah, brother. It's very simple, man. People think you're gonna have a shitload of friends, a shitload of people who really care. Nah, man. Most people, especially if you're in that world, if you're partying, if you're just living the ride, or you're with the business, nobody cares, man. Nobody cares. I got guys who, from one day to the next, caught a murder, disappeared. Guess what? Nobody gives a shit, man. The world keeps on turning, man. Whether you're in prison doing life, whether you're dead, whether you're paralyzed, whatever it is, the world keeps on turning, homie. The world doesn't stop for nobody, carnal. That's just the way it goes, homie. That's unfortunate the way it goes. What's up, bro? Well, all right, G, but yo, you care, homie. That's what's up, man. But you'll probably be the type of guy that's gonna tell a homie, hey, man, you gotta go to work tomorrow. You gotta do something right, cause the other guy won't. The other guy's gonna say, let's keep on partying, let's party till the wheels fall off. And then what happens when the wheels falls off? Nobody's there to help you pick them up, man. Nobody's there to help you pay any bills, brother. That's a hard reality that a lot of us will learn eventually in life. How about the paisa that snapped on a bunch of black folks, shot one for dissing a Mexican lady at a convenience store? I saw that. I don't know if he snapped on a bunch of black guys is the correct term. I would say it was what was it, three or four black guys. There was only one that was really getting aggressive, really mouthy. He was screaming all kind of profanity at the clerk at the liquor store. This was somewhere in the Midwest, I believe. He was screaming all kind of profanity, and then the paisa came to the kind of to her aid, and he's like, "Hey man, just get out of here." And then she, I mean, they were still trying to defuse it, and then the black guy, he the unfortunate thing that too many of these guys do, came out there, got aggressive, pretty much telling the paisa, "I'll fuck you up, I'll do this, I'll do that." And then the paisa, he said something about, "Let's go outside." The black guy, "Oh, I'm gonna stop you out." As soon as he went outside, that fool started busting on him, man. That fool started busting on him. You hear them all screaming. The same guys that were being all loudmouth ran into the liquor store and actually ran in the back where the lady teller's at, scared and crying for their lives. But that's what happens, man. That's what happens in the streets all the time. People open their mouth, and one day you're gonna open your mouth to the wrong cat. He's gonna pull out a strap on you, and he's gonna bust on you. That's the law of the land, homie. That's the law of the land. That's unfortunate, but hey, that's what they want to do. I saw that a little bit, Edgar. Chili Willy, homie. That's what's up, brother. That's appreciated, man. That's going towards the computer fund, carnal. Chili Willy with that 20. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Cops. Paisas can't run to the cops. It's only right. Yeah. I mean, but it's unfortunate because I'm sure the guy got caught. It's a great, news story for us or whatever to talk about. But in reality, that poor paisa is gonna probably end up doing, I don't know, 15 years if he's lucky, and that'll be it. It's a wrap. But it all started over some young naive punk who sits there and thinks he can just open his mouth and talk to people in a certain way and get aggressive with people just because he can or just because he thinks he could beat them up. Come on, man, that's wrong, brother. But two wrongs don't make it right. But if that paisa would have been a white man, all right, think about that. If that paisa would have been a white man or a Korean man in a Korean liquor store or a white liquor store, that would be on CNN. That liquor store would probably get burned down. The windows would get for sure broken down. You would have protests out there all day long. But because there was a paisa and a brown, they don't care. If it's a white and a black, all day long. If it's anything else on a black, the news is all there. If it's a brown getting victimized by anybody else, I'm not just talking about black on brown, I'm talking about anything, they don't care, man. That's the problem, man. But that's the problem that we need to share these stories. We need to tell, we pretty much need to be the news in our community, man. We pretty much need to sit there and if anything happens in our community, shoot it out there, let people know, communicate with one another like this, man. Say, hey, man, this is what happened. If I get something on my email and I think it's worth having, dude, I'm gonna put it out there, brother. But the thing is, I don't see it. I only see as much as I can off the news or talk radio. But really, you know what's unfortunately I've seen just because I've been on the gram now for like I think 2 or 3 months. That's where I catch most of the news because that's the only place, unfortunately, you see most of the Latino news, man, is on Instagram. That's a damn shame, but it's the truth. You don't see the Latino news and anything else. You might see it on Canal 52, but I don't really watch too much Canal 52. I watch, regular news or talk radio, brother. But as far as Channel 9, Channel 7, Channel 5, whatever your local affiliate of news is, you will not see Latinos on there getting victimized because it doesn't sell their paper, brother. But that is a shame, but that's the truth of it, man. All right. Bro Supreme. What's up, Social? How you doing, brother? What do you think, AC? Are we going through recession, financial depression, or do you think we'll bounce back sooner? I said, no, we're definitely going into some type of recession. How big, how hard? I don't think we know yet. I think we'll find out when we get back to work and your taxes start going up and people can't pay the bills. But we're definitely going to be in some type of recession, brother. No doubt about that. So save your money, people. Save your money. Where did I watch the one on the liquor store? That was on Instagram. I'm telling you, that's the only place That's the only place you see Latino Chicano news, homeboy, on Instagram, carnal. And it's out there. Yeah, Minneapolis is exploding, and it's gonna probably explode in many more cities. It's crazy, but that's how you get people's attention, man. That's unfortunate. That's how you get people's attention. So what do they want? They want brown people to burn the city down too. That's how we get attention. It's a damn shame, brother. It's a damn shame. But out here in LA, like I said, you've got a bunch of raza out there, a grip right now. You look at the news, man, 80% is raza. So when brothers sit there and ask us, we don't sit there and represent, we don't sit there and help you. Come on, man. That's a prime example, man. Anytime something happens, raza's out there with the brothers, man. The only problem is that anything happens with raza, our raza, we're not there for each other, homie. That's the problem that we need to fix, carnal. Why your comments getting deleted, Mr. Duckman? I don't know, homeboy. I'm not deleting your comments, carnal. Talk to somebody else. I watch HBO. Well, good for you. Maybe that's why, because you fucking throw some dumbass comments, carnal. It's starting to riot. I just got word that LA is starting to riot. I don't know. I saw the 101 AV Watchman. I saw the 101s being blocked. I don't doubt it for 1 second that they may be rioting, dude. It may happen. And it's crazy that's happening for something that's happening in a whole different state, but that's how big the political machine is, brother. I can't hate them for doing that. That's how quick their word gets around, homie, but ours not too much, carnal. You got two, just four, man. Okay, Gil, you got 2, 4. Get just 4, man. I don't know what you're talking about, brother. We're gonna get back after this. All right, brother, we'll see. No love for Azusa, carnal. Come on, Romero. Sometimes you don't see these things, homie. We got love for Azusa, carnal. Don't even trip. Name my top hood movies. Top. I would think. I don't think I got so much top hood movie. It all depends what I'm looking to see that day. I would say probably the first hood movie I ever saw was Boulevard Nights. I definitely saw. Was it? I saw Colors, another damn good one. Of course, American Me. But you know which one I actually enjoy watching? I was watching the other day, and it's a great movie. It makes me crack up too. Is it Bound by Honor, Blood In, Blood Out, homeboy? Because my boy Popeye, homeboy, that guy just takes the cake on that movie. Cause not too damn funny, homie. Too damn funny. George Lopez is calling for peace in LA. No more protests. Yeah, where was George Lopez when he had the elote lady and all those people getting victimized? Homie, that's what I say, man. These guys, unfortunately, all they cater to is black, homeboy. I got no problem with that, but cater to your people as well, man. Don't sit there and just be one-sided because it's the popular thing to do. And that's what a lot of these guys do. It's popular, so I'm gonna go. A black guy said it. Oh my God, it's a murder. Let's go protest. A black guy said, let's riot. Let's go riot. And and they're not doing it for your best interest. They're just jumping on the bandwagon, man. That's a damn shame, homie. That's a damn shame. Carmen, Ra, you're amazing. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, man. There you go, Carmen. That's still going to the fun. That's what's up. AV Watchman. I'm trying, AV. We're trying to do this, carnal. I'll be done. Little girl. Duke of Earl. You know what? I haven't seen Duke of Earl. As a matter of fact, I saw it one time, but and I was a young kid, so I never sat there and actually saw the whole thing again. I should check it out. Menace to Society was actually a great one. Yeah, you're absolutely right, brother. That was. Training Day. Those are all good as ones, homie. Boulevard Nights. They pick and choose. No, they do. That's the thing, dude. You've got, right now, on Twitter, on all the, I don't have Twitter, but I've already seen on the news, on Twitter, on Instagram, and anything you could think of, that's the talk of the town. And I'm not even talking about the brothers. The brothers have every single right to sit there and get mad. The brothers have every single right to sit there and protest. The brothers have every single right to sit there and get their people riled up. But why are our people always riled up when they're riled up, but when it's our turn to get riled up, se esconden, they hide, homie. They hide from any kind of controversy that involves a brown person. Our black actors, they're nowhere to be seen. Our brown singers, they're nowhere to be seen, brother. Our brown people who have a voice, who have a platform, when it comes to us being victimized, they are nowhere to be seen, homie. But when it comes to something that's popular like this, All of a sudden, hey, we need to stop. Hey, oh my God, my condolences to the family. Wait a minute, dude. When did you lose the love for your people? That's my question to those guys, man. To any of those actors, to any of those comedians, to any of those rappers that have a platform, where is the love for your people, homie? What happened to your people? What happened to loving your race? What happened to the Rasta? What happened to brown pride? All this stuff. It goes out the window, man. It's all rhetoric. It's all rhetoric. Just to sit there and act like you're like this and that. But when it comes down to it, brother, and that's when you see who really cares for your people. When it comes down to it, where are these guys when you need them? Where were these? Where were any of these guys during the elote lady time? I mean, nowhere to be found, brother. Nowhere to be found, and that's just the way they do it. That's a damn shame, but hopefully people start becoming hip to the game of how they do it, carnal. What is it? The Debonair Devil. Gil, do you have any homeboys from your hood who weren't Hispanic? Can you talk about them? Yeah, absolutely, dude. I had shit, I still go. I got my homeboy Russo. He's a Russian. I had my homeboy Porky. He's Armenian. Bugsy was a black cat. Crazy was a black cat. Dude, I would say I had a good probably 10 to 12 homies that were good homies that were not Mexican, not Chicano, not anything else. But yeah, there were other races. I mean, back then it wasn't really as racial. Nowadays it's not as bad, but during the early '90s, bro, they got real racial, and that's when people just weren't really bringing in too many guys with different ethnicities other than Chicano. Uh, I don't know, but that's between you and your girl, brother. I think you got some issues. Yeah, they should have done it for the Raspado lady. They should do it for. It's not even that. They should do it for many reasons, man. There's a Raspado lady. There's that one kid that I showed you that got killed in Gardena, and the cop is still working there. How does that work? How does that work? They don't, they only speak when they want to, brother. And if it makes any noise, they don't want to speak. If like this guy getting killed, of course everybody's going to be on the bandwagon. Of course they're going to be on the bandwagon because who's going to go against it? Every politician's going to be for it. Every single actor is going to be for it. So when every actor, every rapper, every black person's on it, boom, there goes the Chicano rappers. I mean, the Chicano actors, the Chicano comedians. All of a sudden, they're all for it. But where are those Chicano comedians? Where are those Chicano actors when we have issues, brother? That's my question to you. So you guys see them on their Instagram, hit them up. Hit them up on their Instagram. Hey, homie, where were you when the Raspado person was going on? Where were you when this was happening? Where are you when our people are getting victimized? To me, that's how I think we can push the agenda on these people, man. Me going in there and telling them something, they're like, this guy's trolling me, or this guy's just hating. Listen, brother, I ain't hating. I can shut this off right now. I'll go back to a regular good life, man. Straight up. I'll go back to a regular good life. I'm trying to do this to educate, to share, to make aware, because we all have the same feelings. We all have the same goals, brother. But these guys, they're just playing the part, man. They're just playing the part and using Chicano, using Cholo style, using the whole heritage to get up higher, but at the end, don't want to come down and help us out when we need help, homie. And we need their voices. We need their platforms. Just like they need our ticket sales. And this isn't even on black. This is on brown, homie. Just like they need our ticket sales, we need their voice, homie. But we need to let them know. Hey, you email them. You send them Instagram, you go on Twitter, whatever it is, and you bombard these guys. Hey, man, especially if they're making comments about this incident right now, I'm gonna sit there and hit them up. Hey, homie, you're making comments about this guy in Minneapolis. What's going on when shit's going down in LA and you guys ain't around? That's the problem I got with these people, man. I don't remember Angel talking now. Gil, explain how hard it is to handle situations at work compared to back in the days. It's called now it's a lot more patience. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a story. Um, Younger homie of mine from the west side calls me up the other day. He tells me, "Hey, Gil, you got a minute to talk?" I said, "Yeah, what's up, man?" He said, "Hey, homie, I think I just may have screwed up." I said, "What happened?" He tells me that the girl working at the front counter told him that a guy who just left pretty much called him a bitch. I said, "Dude, what's wrong with that guy, man? Acting like a little bitch." So this chick, first of all, this chick screws up and tells this guy that instead of kind of, if you're a secretary, somebody's saying it to, just let it go, man. You're trying to start beef. So she tells this guy, hey man, this fool just called you a little bitch. So the homie got pumped up, goes on his lunch breaks, gets the guy's phone number, calls him up, and says, hey man, are you calling me a little bitch? You got a problem with me? And the guy's kind of like, hey brother, it's not even that serious, and that. Well, the homie's pumped up and telling him, well screw it, you want to run it, this and that. And the guy's like, man, it's not even that serious. All right, whatever. Hung up on him. That's when he called me. He's like, hey Gil, I think I just screwed up. And he told me what he did. I said, are you telling me you got the phone number from your job? Call some guy who's gonna come, who's a customer. He's like, yeah. What do you think I should do? I said, well, what I think you should do is you should call that guy and apologize to him. Because he pretty much told you he didn't want no beef. He was just pissed off. He probably came in your store. He was probably having a bad day. You were probably having a bad day, but he didn't come to your face and call you a bitch. He was probably telling her just to get it off his chest. He told you he's going to squash it, and most likely he is. But to be on the safe side, call the man up and tell him the truth. Tell him you were hot. Tell him you were pissed off. But as a man, you apologize, and you just want to make sure it's over with. And he did just that. He said he called the guy, squashed it, and the guy was like, man, no harm, no foul, brother. And that's typically how a lot of situations at work can be handled. But unfortunately, when we're young, we're hot-headed, we're in that I don't give a fuck attitude. And when you don't give a fuck attitude, you're going to find yourself fired all the time, brother, because you can't sit there and talk to people in a certain way. You can't sit there and badmouth people just because you want to. That's what makes this a lot fucking stronger than this, homeboy. Because this, all right, I can suck you up. What's that going to prove? I mean, too many times, and especially on YouTube, when you got your beefs, people will sit there and say, oh, this fool, let's run the fade, I'll sock you up. All right, listen. If I say the sky's blue, and you tell me it's red, and I keep telling you it's blue because I know it's blue, and you say, well, we're going to fight. All right, we fight. You sock me up. The sky's still blue, brother. Only because you socked me up, it didn't change the facts. So only because you can sock somebody up, it doesn't change the fact of what's right or wrong, man. So when it comes to stuff and situations at work, most of the time we know when we're screwing up. Most of the times we know when we're taking it to that other level. But it's just, can you control those emotions? And that's what a lot of guys can't do. That's what a lot of guys in the hood can't do, man. And the reason I personally feel they can't do it is because it's what's the word? It's very low self-esteem. They may not admit it, brother. They may think, oh, I'm full of it. A lot of guys in gangs or just in a lot of guys who are into their emotions or into that, they have very low self-esteem because they're still trying to prove to everybody else, including themselves, that they are this tough guy, that they are this gangster guy. Like I said, that's not a tough guy, man. A tough guy don't need to fight, homie. A tough guy needs to wake up in the morning, go to work, pay some bills, take care of his family. That's what a tough guy does, and swallows his pride sometimes when it comes to stuff like that, as far as work goes, brother. Hold on, this guy right here is gonna go on a little timeout real quick, and I ain't letting you borrow $100 either, homie. Oh me, what's going on, brother? Appreciate that donation, homie. I don't know about that sexy thumbnail, carnal. Johnny Blaze, what's going on, brother? Tony, glad I follow you, big dog. Keep up the good work. Hey, brother, I'm just trying to give you, especially younger guys or guys who have those, whatever issues, just some advice, man. This is some real advice from actually living a real life. I lived that gangster life for, I don't know, a good 10 years, banging, doing it all, having what I thought was a good time. And for the last 20 years, I've been out here banging work, taking care of business, homie, stepping up the ladder. But that's how you do it. You gotta work, you gotta swallow your pride, you gotta prioritize what's more important to you, man. Is it more important to be gangster? Yeah, to be Mr. Machismo, or to keep your job, brother? It's straight up. The real gangster is the one that goes to work, brother. Romero Richard, there you go. Pride got me 5 years in prison, dude. And there's thousands upon thousands of people in prison because they don't know how to swallow that pride. They don't know how to sit there and just be a man, homie. To be a man means sometimes somebody's gonna probably come at you or say something at work in a certain way that you don't want to. Well, you know what that motivation, instead of socking somebody up, should be? I'm gonna be their boss one day, or I'm gonna be the boss of my own company, so I don't gotta sit there and do this shit, man. And that's kind of what I did. Well, listen, when I started working construction, I got out in 99. I had no skills whatsoever. I started digging ditches for years, brother. I mean, literally digging ditches, brother. Shovel and pick, shovel and pick, shovel and pick. But what? I knew I'm going to work my way up. And it took years, but I did just that. Just like in gangbanging, just like anything else. You're not going to go and just join and be on the top of the ladder. You're not going to join the Marines and be a corporal or be a general in a month or two. It just doesn't work like that. Anything in life worth having, you have to work hard. You have to put effort in it. And the problem is, especially with this new Graham generation we got now, too many of these young guys, they don't want to work, man. They want to play video games and get high all day, brother. I want to play video games and get high all day, but you know what? I'll be living in a one-bedroom apartment, if that, brother. I'll be in a single, and there's nothing wrong with that. But as the older you get, the more you're trying to step up that ladder, brother. If you're working, that's how you get. It is what it is. But if you get up better, and the only reason you're stuck at your mom's couch because you want to get high all day and play video games, man, brother, you ain't gonna get nowhere, carnal. Let's see what we got, homie. Da-da-da-da. What up, Faith and Hope? How you doing, carnal? That's the raza from Florida, homie. Damn, Polk County, huh? What up, Big Gil? Jojo from Northridge. What's up, Jojo? How you doing, homeboy? What happened to Us at the Box podcast? You don't post anything anymore. You and him, top channels. Thanks, brother. But I talked to George. Man, I would say once every. Hold on. I got an RV over here. I'm about to tell these guys to get to stepping, homie. I'm like the neighborhood watch over here. All right, hold on. Let me go out here and tell us. I'll be back, guys. I'm gonna go run this RV out of my neighborhood, homeboy, because these homeless guys will sit there and stay all day.